Good morning, class. It's Miss Lessard. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. We would have had library today. So for my task today, I'm going to ask you to read a book with mom and dad. And I know you do that all the time anyway, but here's my extra challenge. I want you to tell mom and dad the characters in the story. Those are the people or the animals that are in the book. I'd love for you to retell the story back to mom and dad or Grammy, whoever you're with. And I also want you to make a reader connection. So something that happened in the book that has happened to you in real life. Okay, and it can be anything, as long as you connect it back to the book. So for example, last week's book was about Franklin's birthday party, and you can make a connection that you've had a birthday party and talk about one of your birthday parties, just like Franklin had one. Okay. Also today, I would love for you to do a review of math. Right before we had our little break, we were doing counting on. So these were the last sheets we did. So I want mom and dad to give you a number, and then next to it, I want you to tell me the 4 numbers that go after it. And then if they decide to do higher numbers, they can do higher numbers. So far, we only did up to 20. We didn't go higher than 20. So the parents want to give you a single digit or a teen number. Then we played Doggone It, where you picked a card and whatever number was on there, we had to count the number of bones. And then you had to give me the number of bones and then the next 3 numbers. So you could even use playing cards. So if you have playing cards at home, flip it over, whatever number that is, and then tell me the next 3 or 4 numbers that come after. And then that'll be a review of where we were at, and then I can move on to the next lesson with you. Question of the day. Our question of the day is, where is the coolest place you have ever been? My coolest place was probably in Bermuda. I went on a shipwreck dive, and I was underneath the water looking at a boat that had sunk in the Bermuda area. So that was pretty cool. That's probably the coolest place I've ever been. What is your coolest place? I can't wait to hear about it. All right, story of the day is put out by Scholastics, and Scholastic has given me permission to read this book, and it will be deleted by June 30th. And it is called Strictly No Elephants. And there's a little elephant and there's a little boy. Okay, and it's written by Lisa Manchev, and it's illustrated by Taiyan Wu. Okay, and there's my front cover. Oh, look at the title page. Check out the cute little elephant. And when I do ever read a connection, I did ride on an elephant once. They had elephant rides at a venue in Saco, and I did it with my aunt and my mom. All right, this says, the trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. I can imagine. Another reader connection is, I have kitties at my house, so I have a pet, just like this little boy has a pet. No one else has an elephant. No, I wouldn't imagine so. That's a pretty cool pet, though, if you ask me. Every day I take my elephant for a walk. He is a very thoughtful sort of walk. And look at that elephant. Look what he's doing. He's holding the umbrella. That's so kind. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends do. Lift each other over the cracks. Oh, wow. They are very good friends. I know you guys like jumping from square to square in the hallway. Today, I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day, and everyone will be there. There we go, Pet Club Day. Come along, there's a good boy. I coax him with the last few feet. It'll be fine. When I look up, there's a sign on the door. Strictly no elephants. My tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do, brave the scary things for you. Oh no, I wonder why no elephants are allowed. Huh, don't know. Oh, look how sad. And it's raining and it's blue. I love the way the illustrator did that. Kind of lets you know he's feeling sad. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting too? The girl asked. Yes, they say, but they don't allow elephants. Well, the sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want us to play with them either. They don't know any better. I will tell her. Oh no. No elephants, and they don't want skunks either. Oh, wow. He doesn't stink, the girl adds. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? Oh, I love that idea. Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me, because that's what friends do. Never leave anyone behind. Oh, I love the message. Reminds me of Positivity Project. All good things that friends do. Oh, I saw a penguin in the window. Oh, look at all the wild animals that are pets. I love it. We could play here, one of our new friends says. All of us. Oh, look, they're in the park. What a great idea. Someone has a bat. We paint our own sign. And it did say strictly no strangers and no spoil sports, but they crossed it off and they wrote all are welcome. I love that. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. What a good elephant. Because that's what friends do. Oh, clap if you love it. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. You could do a reader connection about friends. I know you all have friends at school and friends at home. One about pets. There's so many connections you can make with this. And then you could go back and retell the story all over again. So do that with a book at home and have fun. And I can't wait to hear your responses of the coolest place you've ever been. Have a great day, everyone.